I just got a call from a scheduled call with friends of mine who are hard money lenders, and I'm their client. So I just wanted to share with you what's happening. So we have 2 outstanding loans with this particular lender. They're great guys, people I've done business with for a long time, people I really like, and 2 properties. Both loans are up. They're supposed to be paid off. So both of them are rental properties that we're supposed to be refining. One of them is a completely performing property. It's fully renovated. It's a 4-unit property. It's fully renovated. We're in the middle of the refi when all this hit, and we don't know the status. We've been trying to get a hold of the new lender for the past couple of days, and they're radio silent. So we don't know what that means, right? So there's this level of uncertainty and kind of anxiety. And yesterday they contacted me. We're like, hey, we just want to follow up, touch base with all our borrowers and see how you're doing and what's going on. And so that one was an easy conversation, right? Good news, it's a fully performing property. We're not going to have a problem paying you. I don't need any assistance at this time, so you don't have to worry about that as a lender. But I don't know when I'm going to get you your money. That was the conversation. So that's an easy one. The second property is a property that we're having a hard time with. 2019 was not without challenges. So we had a property we acquired that we were told by the tax record and the zoning officer was in one zone, and it turns out that it was in a different zone once the engineer got involved. It made the application process for the zoning change way more complicated and way more expensive. And this small town really kind of took advantage of me. The zoning application, we spent $64,000 on the zoning application and it was denied. So now we're stuck, right? We have this property that we don't have approvals for what we agreed to do to it. It's partially renovated because there was 1 unit we could renovate, but it's not done. And so we've kind of, my partner who funded it, we had a lender who lent most of the money, but we're stuck, right? We're stuck. We can't finish it. They won't give us a CO. We can't move forward. I don't have, my partner doesn't have the money to fund the rest of the project, so I can't finish. And I've been kind of ignoring it for a few months, right? We have a lot of good stuff happening, but that one was bad, and I didn't really have a fix for it, so I've been ignoring it for about 3 or 4 months now, which is not typical of what I do, but it's what I did. So this conversation kind of forced the issue. So I was like, hey, listen, man, right now we can afford to pay the bill on it. So we can afford to pay the mortgage payment to you. It's a non-performing property, but I can afford the non-performance, and hopefully it stays that way. So they go, well, what would it take to finish it? So we have about almost $40,000 left in the escrow there, and I need about 30 grand to finish it. And they're like, well, let's see if maybe we can just fund the rest of it, and at least we can get it to the point where it's performing and paying rent, and then we'll figure out the refi later and what that means. But let's get to that point. I should have done that 3 months ago. 3 months ago, I should have made that decision to reach out to my lender. One of the things that I say is like, hey, when you're in trouble, you should reach out to people and ask for help. One of the hard things about being the guy that people reach out to is that it's really hard for me to reach out to other people and say, hey, I'm having a hard time too. So for the people out there who are paying attention, I guess there's a moral to this story, which is sometimes you just got to ask for help. And I think that I'm going to get the help I need, right? Because if I knew that the money would come back to me, I can put the money out, even though my partner doesn't have the money. He's got his own financial situation and stuff's going wrong in his world and his professional life. And that's really scary, right? Because here's the reality. If you make, $50,000 a year and you lose your job, it's a heck of a lot easier to get a $50,000 a year job than it is to get a $300,000 a year job. There are a lot less of those. So if your world's built around a higher income, that's a scary time for you, right? So listen, that's the message for today. This is Chris Anderson, Blackberry Ridge Development. I'll talk to you tomorrow.